Hello, hello, hello. Are you there? Hello, hello. Hi guys. Welcome back to Dream Queen. Perla here. So we are back with another reading. Aries. I hope you guys are doing good. So, any questions as to what it is that I do? I call it PERLA'S gift. It's a generational gift. How I get the songs and services that I provide, everything is going to be down below in the description. So we're going to jump right into Aries. Why is this me? I don't understand. I keep moving this away from the wall and it keeps like going right back. It's like, seriously, just stop. Anyways, the song that I got for you guys is Hello by Adele. There's two parts of it. One of them is, I must have called 1,000 times. And then the other one is, and I know, I know I sound cheerful for the type of song that it is, but I know that there's a reason for it. To tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart. but it don't matter. It clearly doesn't tear you apart. So when it comes to the Aries energy, whether it is your energy or your person's energy, it's like somebody is trying really hard to either tell somebody or show somebody how sorry they are for hurting them. And I don't feel that the person that was hurt is intentionally ignoring the person or intentionally not available. It is that the person is just literally busy living their life. And maybe when you text and when you call, they are out busy doing something that needs their full attention. And maybe when they're done and they are home, one, it may be too late, or two, they have things that they have to take care of, and it just literally is fleeing their mind. And there's a reason why it's fleeing their mind. And the reason for that is because the person that is trying to reach out is trying to reach out of guilt and resentment, but still has not dealt with the responsibility of their actions. They're just kind of dealing with the consequences, but they're still in an energy of wanting to blame somebody else. So in an essence, the person that is quote unquote doing the ignoring, or the person that feels that, the person that was hurt, that looks like they're ignoring or whatever, their soul in an essence is just protecting them, because the other person still needs to do some healing before they come forward. So once, whether you're that person or your person is a person, starts healing and accepts their part, their responsibility in what went down, not out of just guilt and resentment, but because they actually went in, they understand or understand why they behave the way they behave and are not blaming other people. Then when that text comes through, it is going, or that call comes through, is going to come through at a time that you're not going to be busy, because your energy, your soul is going to be like, okay, this is where our energy has to be at right now. And I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it's like this person feels like they have tried, or when they start, because some of them are not there yet. Some of them are thinking of how to reach out to you. But like I said, they're still stuck in that energy of wanting to blame somebody else. Not you necessarily, but just blaming, they're blaming their parents, they're blaming, friends, they're blaming society, they're blaming social media, they're blaming something, but they don't want to take the responsibility. You know what I'm saying? So if this person has already tried to reach out, or when this person starts to reach out, they're going to feel like you are ignoring them on purpose, and you are not. Or you're not being ignored on purpose if you're the person. I don't know. I feel like I have to talk to both sides sometimes. It is because the lesson has to be understood. So just be mindful of that. If you're trying to reach out to somebody that you hurt and they're not accepting your calls or your texts or not returning them, then ask yourself if you have taken responsibility without blaming others for what you have done. And if you're the person that keeps on missing the calls or the texts, or you keep forgetting to return the calls and the texts, just know that it's because this person needs to. Like, you know, you're acting from your soul because you're so connected, you're aligned. Since you've been doing the work and you've been you've been doing the work, you've been working on your alignment and things like that. Your soul is kind of in essence like, okay, they're not ready yet. So we're not going to invest our energy in that at the moment. Because the person is really hurt, like they're crying a lot, whether it's crying themselves to sleep or just like having like a lot of little breakdowns throughout the day. But those breakdowns and all that crying is going to continue until they take responsibility. So it's like, you know, you continue on doing what you're doing. If things go silent with them for a while, and I'm not talking like a long one, I'm talking like they probably won't text you for like a day or two. Some of you are not even gonna notice, but those of you that do notice because you're getting used to like the text or the calls or whatever, or even if it's just energetically that you're feeling them, do not be worried. When that silent comes, see, sometimes people say, you know, to me, silent speaks a lot. It has a lot of volume. When that silent happens, that pause, it's because they've had their aha moment. Oh, it wasn't so-and-so's fault. It wasn't social media's fault. It wasn't society's fault. It wasn't. It was my fault. Shit. So now they have to rethink or rewrite the way that they're going to apologize to you, the words that they're going to use, because now things have shifted. So they're not coming to apologize to you and blame everyone and everything else around them. They're coming to apologize to you from their heart with, I did this, I messed up, and I take full responsibility for it. But I want you to know that I am sincerely sorry for what I did. And I am sorry that I hurt you in the way that I did. And no, I am not using anything or anyone as an excuse. And some of them are going to go into what they learned during their healing process, what was revealed to them. And some of them are just going to leave it at that for the moment, you know, taking responsibility, but wanting to start fresh with you. Whether all they're offering at the moment is a friendship, because a lot of them do know that they need to rebuild that trust that was lost. They have to rebuild everything. And it's like, you know, some of you are going to be like, who are you and what did you do with like Bob? Bob is what, like Robert, or like, I don't know, something like that. And what I'm saying is like, and I don't know, Bob reminds me of like Bob the Builder. Like, you know, that's what I said Bob, because it's like Bob the Builder. So what does Bob do? Bob builds and rebuilds things. So like sometimes they'll knock down a wall that was already there. So he goes and he rebuilds it. Yes, I have kids, so I used to watch all of these. My favorite of all time is Little Einstein, because it's everything is about art and music, and you get to see so many different places. My oldest is 14, and that was his favorite show, and we used to love watching it, and I have no idea what I'm talking about it, but music, art, all of that stuff is just amazing. Anyways, Bob wants to rebuild, wants to build from the ground up. So a foundation that he knows that has been shattered, he wants to, in essence, he doesn't want to mend the little pieces. He wants to just, you know what, let's just demolish the whole thing and just start all over again. There are a few that are still stuck in, there are a few that are hurt themselves and haven't come forward yet, or having a harder time moving forward because they're just hurt. Like that's all that keeps on coming. It's like, I'm just hurt, and they can't process or imagine. They cannot imagine you accepting an apology from them if you felt half as hurt as they feel now. So they have to work through that energy, but I don't see them being stuck there for a long time. So those of you that haven't had communication, or that communication doesn't start coming in within like the next couple of days, it is not that it's not going to come. It is just they need to realize that even though they're hurt, they can forgive people that have hurt them. And when they get like that little like aha, then that's when they're going to start reaching out. Until then they have their other aha, I have to take responsibility. And it's like, you're just, even though you have been hurt and you have been dealing with your own thing, that hasn't stopped you from living your life. That hasn't stopped you from believing in people. It hasn't stopped you from loving people, from having compassion for people or anything like that. And it's like they see that in you, and I feel that that is what is helping them come out of that hurt place, to then start moving forward, to then start harassing you in a sense, to then realize that they have to take the responsibility. Because you have taken responsibility for things that you have done, even if you haven't done anything to them, things that you have done in the past to other people, ways that you might have behaved, and instead of taking responsibility, maybe in the past you used to blame other people, but now you take full responsibility. Like, you know what, I messed up, that was my fault, and you know, you keep it moving. So it's like, in an essence, you have taught them how to take responsibility and how to forgive those who have hurt you. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead because the message is just gonna start repeating itself. I know, and I don't do it on purpose. Some are just shorter than others. Some videos, you know, some energies have a lot more, or they have a lot, like the energies are more scattered because people are in so many different places. Some more are a little bit more straight to the point. Some messages are just for one person, or one very small particular group. And some messages want to reach out a bigger group. So, you know, whatever comes. These are my oracle cards, so I'm just going to pull out our cards to see what you should be focusing on when it comes to your energy, to kind of stay on your path and not allow you know, the constant calling or the constant texting, or the silent to throw you off. The card that came out is Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. And it's like, the more that you focus on staying busy, not, I shouldn't say that, because you are busy, but you're not, it's not like nonsense busy. You're like busy doing things that are preparing you for the next chapter in your life. And it's like you need to continue on working on those things, and not allow this, you know, this I'm sorry that is coming in to distract you. Because whatever it is that you're working on at the moment that has you so busy doing, because I just feel like you're doing like a lot of small little things. Either you're learning a lot of little small little things, you're going to a lot of small little places, like, and I say small, and I don't know why the word keeps smoking, but it's like all of that, everything that you're doing is to prepare you for where your soul is taking you down your path. Like, it's just to kind of like literally like unlock everything that maybe you felt has taken a long time, but now it's like you finally see all, that's what it is. You finally see all the small little pieces and how they add up. So even if you're not physically going out or whatever, you are, some of you are looking past, like through your past, like reading past journals or revisiting certain things, certain places, to kind of map out where it is that you have been emotionally, physically, energetically, and where it is that you're at, so that you can finally see clearly where it is that you're going, because that is your main goal. Guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye-bye.